First, start by securing your thread to the hook. Once it's secure, snip off the excess and bring your thread back up to where it's lined up with the point of the hook. At that point is where we are going to secure down our tailing material. The tailing material is going to be made out of an olive andron yarn. Secure that back to the point of the barb and then snip off the excess material so that the remaining material is roughly the length of the shank of the hook. The next thing we're going to do is add the body. The body is going to be made with a turkey biot that has been dyed caddis green. Secure down the biot right in front of the tailing material and then bring your thread forward, making sure to secure down the rest of the biot in the process. Now with your hackle pliers, you can grab onto the biot and wrap it forward adjacent to itself so that it leaves behind a very nice rib. You're going to cover about 3/4 of the shank of the hook and then secure it down there. When it's nice and secure, you can snip off the excess material. Once the biot is snipped out of the way, it's time to add a small dubbing ball. Simply dub on a sparse amount of olive hare's mask and then wrap it around the shank of the hook at that 3/4 mark. Be sure not to bring the dub ball too far forward because we still want a little space left behind for the wing. The wing is going to be made out of CDC. Take 2 feathers and line up the tips and then clump the material together to create a nice solid wing. Before you secure down the wing, be sure that the wing tips stretch back slightly past the body. When they do, it's time to secure it down right behind the eye of the hook. Next, we're going to top the wing with a few fibers of coq de leon. Simply tear some coq de leon away from the stem and then secure it down on top of the wing itself so that the tips of the coq de leon is the same length as the wing. Next, tear away a few fibers from the stem of the CDC and dub that around the thread so that we can create a nice head to our caddis fly. And once that is complete, pull back all the material and make a few wraps right behind the eye so that way we can whip finish. Once the whip finish is complete, you can snip off the excess thread. Once the thread is out of the way, snip off the rest of the material that's sticking out in front of the fly. Once that's complete, you have yourself a Caddis Emerger.